The US and China are both rogue countries. The US is playing the rogue at the critical moment. When you need to play the rogue to pass, the US will play the rogue without hesitation for a minute. Face do Americans want faces? Americans have never had a face in history. Gold is made by God. It is an absolute blockchain, absolute decentralized, absolutely indestructible and duplicate. So it has no top. International gold used to be stable at $35. The Bretton Forest system, after the Bretton Forest system, World War II, the United States won. All countries were lying down. Then all countries, including mainly the UK, the British Empire, in order to buy weapons to live, the rent bill moved all their gold to the United States. Gold from all over the world is in the United States. Then you said the United States was very awesome at that time. But the United States is not. The United States was in the Bretton Forest meeting at that time. Said, how about this? Everyone will use us dollars in the future. I use gold as a treasure. Everyone use us dollars. The whole world uses us dollars. Then you bought my stuff if you think the dollar is going to drop. It is okay. $35 per ounce of gold. You can come to my warehouse to mention it at any time. New York will give it to you. Take it away. Take it away. Americans are not stupid. Let me tell you, before the Bretton Forest system, you know how much gold is? Do you know how much gold is worth? Do you know? After the Second World War, after the end of the war, gold has actually soared because of the Second World War. Gold can fall in the war after the end of the Second World War. Gold soared. How much gold did gold grow before the Bretton Forest system? Gold was $19 per ounce. Before the Bretton Forest system, gold was only $12 per ounce. Then the Americans directly made it too. It is $35 per ounce. Did the Americans change it? Do you understand? The math in elementary school can be calculated. The higher the American set, the more advantageous it is to himself. It is about $15, 15, 19, 16, 17. This is the limit. He set it to $35 at once. It is too bad. The United States, and then it continued until the 60s and 70s. The Japanese economy was in decline. The German economy was in decline. The United States didn't put a person in here called Daigo. Daigo didn't die. Daigo opened his most advanced shipping ship in France. He really went to the United States to mention gold. Daigo wants to exchange gold, $35 per ounce. How much to exchange Daigo? Daigo wants to exchange $6 billion, said Wang. Daigo has no $6 billion. Daigo has the French economy in the 60s and 70s was in decline. France is equivalent to today. As China, it is all dollar reserves. He has reserves of $2 or $3 trillion, he said. I'll change you for $2 trillion first. I still have $4 trillion behind me. I must exchange you for $6 trillion. $2 trillion. $35 per ounce. How can the United States have so much? And the United States won. Exchange him. The United States said, it is gone. It is gone. The Breslin Forestry Department is a historical document. It is a failed historical document. Is Daigo putting his shipping ship under the free goddess, pointing at the free goddess and scolding you Americans? Has Daigo done this before? Number Daigo said, look, under the free goddess. What are her people doing? They said, $35 per ounce. I am bringing money to buy goods. He said, it is a historical contract. It is a failure. Without us in France, without this free goddess, the free goddess statue was made by the French. Without this free goddess statue, without our French fleet, you can win. You read this book. You read this book. You are being beaten to death by the British. The British war god defeated Napoleon as war god. He is still alive. Wellington. They want to destroy Washington. Why didn't they destroy the city? Because we French held the British waste in Europe. The British don't want. Americans, how can you be shameless? Daigo really said this. Brothers, I am not bluffing, because I am the top of China, the first to study gold. I got it all, so I laughed at that time. I said, the American was indeed completely in line with my imagination. No accident for us. The American didn't give us any accident. The French left crying. Then the Germans came at that time. The Germans said, can we exchange? The American said, get out. There are American troops outside Berlin. The Germans didn't dare to open the guard. The Germans said, so let's take a look, because the German gold reserves and the Chinese gold reserves are the same as China. China's gold reserves were also in the United States. They were all in Danfeng. It is in the Danfeng, under the mountain, in the city of Laji Mountain. The United States is in the central warehouse. They said, we have more than 2,000 tons of German. It is here. The French want to buy it. We Germans are good. Let's take a look. It is all right. But yes, the United States is like a big old toy. There is no idle package. At the critical moment, there is no idle package. This, do not interrupt me, you guess. How do the Americans answer the Germans? It is so shameless. Brothers, number you can T-watch. No one will watch. You believe it. Do you believe me? Do you believe me? The Germans said, I believe you, because every German prime minister said he didn't T-believe. You can T-be the German prime minister when you get back. So the Americans said, China is so cruel, so rogue. Then where did the gold price go? Why should I start from the Bolton Forest?